Hello, this is Dana with the Freedom Police channel and essenceofme.com. I'm coming on today for the second video. I'm going to be sharing in this video the tools that I use to retie my sister locks, and I wanted to do it in a separate video. This is in companion to my 5th month sister lock update, and yeah. So if you're interested in seeing it, then stick around. If not, I will see you in the next video. For those of you that are sticking around, I'll see you after the introduction. Okay, this is Dana with the Freedom Police channel and essenceofme.com. As a repeat, this is a kind of like a part 2 to my 5th month update. I shared in that video that I am starting to self-maintenance and retie my own locks in between my sister lock visits. And so we're going to be I'm aiming for a quarterly visit with her. And so I'm going to share with you right now some of the tools that I have. I have a little bit of everything. I don't use them all. How I select which tool to use is really based on the actual lock that I'm working on. And I still have another one that I'm wanting to check out just to see if it makes it a little bit easier. Since this is my second set of locks and I have helped establish other locks, that's not the concern when it comes to the tool, but more so the sizing of the lock against the tool and the level of comfort that I have, because it is a lot of locks. And so with that said, I'm gonna show you everything and tell you what. So first of all, this is the box that I keep everything in, and this is the box that the sister lock kit, when you get established, comes in. So I keep in here scissors, and the first tool is a latch hook. This is just a standard latch hook. This one is really old, so it's just a latch hook that I bought beauty supply store, but you can get them anywhere. It was like $1. Now they're more expensive because more people use them, but when I got it, it was like real cheap. So I've had this for years. And it is, see the hook, you insert it, close the latch, pull it through. So that's the first thing. And this is probably the most used of everything, even though the size is too big. And I have a little one that I just got, and I don't know what I did with it. It's in my purse somewhere, so I'm gonna find it. The second thing that's probably the next to the most used are my nappy locks tools. Now, my nappy locks tools, I've had these for 10 years. Wow. Over 10 years. This one over 10 years. This one like 7 or 6. And this is the one I use more frequently. So I'm going to hold it up. Now what is so funny, there you can see that better, is this thing is like $20-something now. That's not what they used to be. So in between the time of me cutting off my first set of locks and starting my locks again, the price is probably doubled. So it's crazy. But this is the first one that I had. And the difference, well, I mean, you can kind of see the difference, but it was supposed to be that these are 2 different sizes, but I think that over the years, because when I bought the second one, I had to buy it because I lost the first one in my couch because these things are so little. I was doing my hair, I just slipped, I lost it in my couch, then I found it. And so that's kind of why I always keep them in this mesh thing now. And so, yes. And there's a difference in the neck length of this, and that's why I use this one now more, the one with the shorter length, and I use the one with the longer length. I'll probably use it more once my locks get longer. And these are the Sisterlocks. I mean, not the nappy lock tool. The other tools that I have two more, and these were recently acquired. The first one is the O locker. Here's the O locker. Oh, there we go. See that? And this is what makes the O locker different. See how there's a curve versus, I'm going to show you both side by side. Sisterlock. Okay, I'm going to just put it against my shirt. Oh, there we go. Sisterlock. O lock. I can't do it. I got to turn around. O locker. It's like a curve. Oh, I know what I can do. Here it is. That didn't help either. Sweet. Yeah, I'm not in a hurry. I apologize. My brain is kind of fried. It's been a long day, so I'm kind of like not even trying to rush. So this is the longer version of the nappy lock, and then here's the O locker. And I'm going to show you the opening because there is a difference. There's an angle. That's what I'm trying to show you, but it's kind of hard to hold it. There we go. See how it's curved? And then, so that's the O locker. Here's the opening. See how small that is compared to, this is supposed to, I think this is their micro size, and I think this is technically the small size, and now they have a smaller version, but I don't want to get that one. I like this size. And lastly, I have the London Locks tool. And here is the London Locks tool. Now the difference with this one versus the others is that there is an opening here. And that's a hook. And it closes. Only thing is it's hard to open the opening. Like I don't know. I think it'll be easier once my hair is longer because it's just too short. So here it is, and you add it to the lock with the hook, and then you just enter it in with this point. And let's see. And that's it. So I have the London Locks tool, the O locker, kind of putting them all back because I gotta keep it organized, and my my nappy lock tools, and the latch hook. So that's what I use. Honestly, I use these three the most: the latch hook, the the nappy lock tool. I'm sorry, I keep saying it. The nappy lock tool and the O locker. The one that I keep saying this, but the one that I use the absolute most, honestly, is the nappy lock tool, which is the one that I already had. Yeah. I mean, if you have questions, just let me know. The reason why I prefer the nappy lock tool at this time is because of the opening size. When you have the really small ones, reason would probably say that you'd want the smaller opening, but when you're doing your own hair and it's short and it's a small lock, you've got to get the hair to go through this opening and you can't see. And I don't do my hair in front of a mirror. I do it in front of the TV or computer or whatever. So I find that this opening is big enough that I can easily insert it in and it's not a whole bunch of fuss. The reason why I would still use the latch hook is because as my ends bud, whenever you're trying to put it into the little opening, and you put your hair through, and now it's through, then this little opening at the peak here is hanging on to the lock, and sometimes it causes it to slide down, and it's actually will may pull out the buds that you have on the end of your locks, and that's the only part that I don't like about it. um, Before, once my locks matured, that wasn't an issue, because once it slid into this little opening, into that pinched area, my lock would just sit there, and I didn't have to worry about the tool sliding up or down the lock because it was thick enough to occupy this space. And I believe once I get a little more comfortable with the O locker, that will happen then too. But right now, I just have to get used to handling the smaller locks since I can't see my head. Like, I'm using my fingers are my eyes while I'm doing my hair. So that's everything. All of the tools except for the latch hook, they were purchased online. And the one, even though I don't use it yet, and I believe that I would, later, if I'm, helping someone else with their hair, I would definitely use the London Locks tool. And the O Locker came in this, which is a cute box, and that's what I actually keep the tools in now. I would definitely use this on someone else's hair, but it's harder for me to use it on my hair because that opening, and it's just not as comfortable per se. And that's it. So, and then keep these here. So those are the tools. If you want to see them up close or anything like that, you can just let me know in the comment section. But I just wanted to show you. I use those. And I use hair scrunchies without the middle. I section my hair off, and then I pull out a row, and then I clip out the ones that I'm not using out of my way, and I go to work. So that's my plan. If I find I just got the other latch hook to it, and it was so small that I put it in my purse and I lost it. So once I find it, I'll come back and show you that. And so if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, put them in the section below, and I will make sure that I try my best to get back to your comments. I know there are ways that you can create your own tools, and honestly, I have all the tools to potentially do it, but I didn't want to do it. Number one, it's pretty cool to be able to support another entrepreneur that is working to make things easier. Number two, when I thought about doing the needle version of a tool, to me it just seemed like a lot of work, and I like the particular groove and opening shape of the metal tools. And so that's not saying that I won't. I mean, because it is cheaper, and if you lose one, then you'll be able to replace it easily. But for now, I got plenty of options, so it's really not that big of a deal at this time. So I kind of keep everything. Oh, and I do have some of these clips inside my box, and I just grabbed this little box for my starter kit, and it has all of my tools on the inside, and that's what I do. If you have any questions, let me know. I've said that twice, so that means it's really time for me to go. And I will talk with you all hopefully sooner than later. Thank you, and goodbye.
I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know